Welcome back everybody, Broadbent here. Today we're back in the forest in creative mode, and today we're going to be building a lake town, lake village, I'm not really sure what to call this. So this will be partially inspired by The Hobbit. I can't say this is entirely inspired by that, but it does take a major role in giving me the idea. So the aim of today's video is to see what kind of village we can create floating or built on this lake. I'm really curious to see how this will turn out, to be honest. So I've got a very basic reference image on my other monitor, so I'm going to be going off that, but not entirely. It's just giving me a few ideas for the village. So straight away, I'm going to point out that we're using cheat menu, and in the new update, the shadows appear to be completely black. So for the first part of this episode, I'm going to build the foundations of this, and it's going to look a little bit weird with the shadows, but when we get a little bit further into the episode, I will take it off because we will have, like, all I need cheat menu for is the fly mode. So I will be getting rid of that as soon as I don't need fly mode, pretty much. So something I want to test straight away is if the dog will fly. Oh, yes, it does. See, that's perfect. So just a quick demonstration here. I should have installed the mod that lets me remove structures. If I just go here and then to... Let's just do, like, a really small one. There we are. And there we go. And that will build the supports all the way down to the ground. So I think we're going to use this to sort of lay out our paths. Our paths, like, at the side of the lake. And then at this side, for example, we're going to have houses. So it's going to be really difficult. I've never done anything like this before, so it may turn out great. It may turn out appalling. Now, I chose this lake because it just... I think it's just the right one to choose. Like, it's wide. I mean, there's this one, but I don't think we'd get... I'm going to roll with it. I kind of like this one. It's a little bit thin, but I'm sure we can do something with it. So we're going to come in here with the boats. Straight through here. We want the gate to be right here. We'll just place a little marker there. In fact, let's get a raft out. Lucky the auto build still works. Right, and let's use that to place the paths in. Now, the rivers are going to be rather small, because obviously we've got to get these, we've got to get a lot in here. So, let's go ahead and place that first one right there. I'm not sure if we can build... Okay, alright. And then let's do the same thing on this side. Okay, it's going to be pretty tight in here, but that's okay. We're alright with that. Let's go right there. Then we're going to have a gate up here, perhaps a bridge going over it. This is going to look really cool. Now, we're off to a wonky start, but we can always correct that. So, yeah, okay. I can sort of join them together. It's just a little bit sketchy, that's all. So, we're going to need a harbour area. Now, we're so stuck with space here. It's going to be really difficult to do. I've got a layout in my head already. Just thought of one. So, we're going to arc this around... ever so slightly, just to make use of that space. Remember, we've got to fit houses in here. Not too bad, not great. I wish they would make it so it, like, filled in these gaps. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, I'm just going to try and get a little feel of this, because you can't just go ahead and build something without a vision, you know? So we're going to have a gate here. Imagine the gates opening, going in. We can always destroy that one and shift it across. Yeah, okay. Well, good. We'll do that. Yeah, looks about right. And then let's open it up a little bit. I know I was saying that we're going to be stuck for space in here, but I just want to open it up so we don't get that stuck. We can perhaps have a little island in the center as well. Okay, so I want to, like... This is going to be quite a long one, and I want to have little dividers going off with houses. I want to make it look a little bit, you know, it's got to look man-made. It can't look too angular. So I'm going to add curves as we go. Now I need to start making gaps, actually. So let me bring it back a little bit and finish it there. Now what I'll do is just go ahead and skip. And then we'll somehow make a bridge in between there. I think that should do. Remember, we're going for a quirky design here. I know this first step is going to be the most tedious. But that's looking okay. So we've got the entrance here. We're going to build a gate and everything, so don't worry about that. I might have to... I'm worried about this little bit here. Let me go ahead and build this one. Ah, yeah, nothing to worry about there. All the space in the world. So we're going to approach the walls. I assume we're going to have walls. I'm not really sure how we're going to do that. Don't ask me yet. We'll get to that in a moment. We're going to go through. No issues whatsoever. Perfect. We're going to have some houses. Maybe one in the center. Center could be the mayor's office. I wonder, what if I just built the path like this? That would work. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that. Just for some extra houses. We're not going to make it too close. I'll go with around here. That's kind of what I was going for anyway. So I've gone ahead and placed all the blueprints for the walkway. This is just giving us the base structure and idea of what this is going to look like. So we've got the main entrance up here. We're going to go in. It'll slowly branch out. We're going to have an island in the center, so keep that in mind. Just a small one, few houses on there. And then we're going to have a few paths coming off here, which will have houses around the edge of them. Just to make it feel a bit more chunky. And we've got 3 of those branching out. One up there, one there, one here. It's going to curve around at the bottom. And in this section here, I think I'm going to build the town hall. So that's going to be like the big main building with a clock tower on it. Things like that, just to spice it up a little bit. So I guess now we've got the tedious part of building all this. Nearly 1,000 logs. This is massive. It looks good though. I think it's a little bit too curvy. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. Now, I kind of want a defensive wall, but I'm just not sure if that's going to work. Maybe I should do custom foundations here. I feel like I should do custom foundations, so I should also bridge this gap. Ooh, that's ugly. Ooh, I mean, I need it there, but I'm going to have a bridge there around actually, so let's get rid of this. So let's first tackle the main beef to it, I guess, the housing. Now, I'm going to have these around the edge. Let's go to the structures here. Let's go with a log cabin. I feel like that's a decent one to choose. And I think... God, hold on, let me make it night. Oh yeah, cheat menu doesn't work. Ugh, the time. God damn it. Well, I guess we're doing this the old school way. God, placing these blueprints in the day is going to be so difficult. Cheat menu just makes it so it's midday all the time. At least I think. So my next thoughts were to, I guess, build a custom foundation along the end of here. So it's so hard to see. Like this. So let's build it all the way to here. Like this. And I guess we can completely customize this and make this our own space. It's a little bit higher than the path, isn't it? Yep, good. In fact, instead of making those, I should make those entrances. I really should. That'd look better. Someone make a mod so there's no limit on blueprint anchor points, please. Like across the board. We need that. Alright, what do we think? Not too sure myself, not too sure. I feel like it's a good starting point. I mean, we could always destroy it. Having those around the edge on all of them. Building on top of those, perhaps even custom now. Because we've got that base foundation, you know? I remember building a bridge being really difficult. I can't see anything. Look, the blueprint doesn't even look like it's there. I mean, it is. You can just see it there on top of the water. It's like invisible. Oh god, this is so bad. I need a better way to do this. Staircases, I feel like I did a little pole. Can I fit under something that will be bridged across there? Alright, let me try something. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to fit under there. But if I cancel these... Build it. What? Oh, look at that. Let's try and get a floor on it, shall we? So this kind of works. Take a look at this. Oh dear god. Well, I don't even know what anymore. Like, I'm gonna use it. So for bridges, that's honestly the best we're gonna get. It's using a rock wall. I know you can't see it. Using a rock wall, floor straight over the side of it, and staircase at the side. Like, my head glitches through it, like you just saw, but bridges are so difficult to do. Like, there's no... I wish there was some sort of, like, a curved one. Alright, I'm gonna go with this as well. It's starting to take shape a little bit. Now, as for the archways that are gonna go over the main entrances, that's an entirely different question. These have to be taller, more fortified. So we're going to go with a custom Sorry, a platform. We'll say that high. Is that too high? Now, I would love to have a defensive wall as a gate. I want... Tell me I can. No way! Oh my god, yes! I've got to get this bang on. No! Oh, if I can get that perfect, that is incredible. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to have it. I don't think with the defensive walls anyway, it's just not a possibility, unfortunately. I'm really not sure what to do, like, a gate would have been amazing. Oh well, I mean, we're going to have to roll with it, aren't we? 4 alligators. Jesus. Alright, so we're making a lot of progress with setting out these foundations, like the meat and potatoes of the build, I guess. The foundations, quite literally. So, I've done it in segments because we're limited to so many points. Rather frustrating, if you ask me. But, no, it's looking really good. We've got the, it's raised slightly as well from the walkway right here, you can see. I've accidentally slowly gone lower and lower down. But I guess that's okay. You know, we're getting towards the back anyway. We do naturally get higher up because it is the hierarchy, I guess. The more richer people go towards the back. So I guess it seems like we're having districts. Alright, so let's just finish this off, shall we? Just try and morph it around the path best I can. Cool. Wait, that's 983 logs in total. And then as we get towards the center here, I'm just going to bring it in ever so slightly. Just to refine it around and make it seem like an entrance. There we go. That's looking pretty tidy, if you ask me. And then just go ahead and finish this off. Okay, wow, that is a lot of work. So I'm going to go ahead and build these, and then we've only got that one section left to do, which is probably 3 different foundations. Wow. Look at that. It's a little bit close to the edge, mainly in this section right here, but other than that, that is beautiful. Now you're probably wondering why I've left these little chunks out here, and that's so I can add staircases coming up, because it's going to be like a marketing district, I guess, you know, shops and stuff. Just an easy way to get up, because there is a little bit of a bump. But that is looking really good so far. Alright, that's it. It's done. This one's a little bit straight for my liking, but other than that, I think this is looking really good. I'm thinking at this stage I might even have to make this a 2-parter. Alright, let's get the staircases in as well, shall we? So the staircases have been put in. Looking pretty nice now, actually. You can imagine, like, that works really well. So, I'm going to finish off that last entrance, and then I'm going to start building up a few of these houses. But as defenses go, I really don't know what to do here. Alright, so we're going to start with the houses straight away, I think. The edge of the town is just going to be this, pretty much. It's going to be like fishing, docks and stuff. Maybe not on the outside, actually. That's kind of silly. So, we're going to go ahead with a custom wall. What is that? That's annoying, because I kind of want to use this bit. But, let's go ahead and place it down anyway. Okay, so now we have to figure out where we're going to have paths and where we're going to have houses in this section. Now, in the image I'm looking at, it's really common to have a house on the edge. Or, at least the corners, I mean. So, we're going to end this one right here. Dude, it's so hard to see. Oof, God. So sketchy doing this. I feel like I'm going to do something wrong. Remember, we've got to make this feel cramped, so I'm going to try to... I don't really know how to... One very common thing that they do, I'm actually going to do this here, is cancel all these. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use these supports method. So that way I get more surface area on the bottom. But on the top, I get an extra floor, you know? God, I can't see a damn thing in the sunlight. I know I said I was going to turn it off, but I kind of need it on. Alright, getting close. I'm going to go ahead and place one more support beam right here. I'm going to make all of these their own individual house. or item, I'm not really sure what to call that, and then connect it using bridges. I feel like we're getting there. That's looking pretty nice, actually. One thing that we have to do for sure, it's a real shame these shadows are like ruining everything. I'm not sure if that looks good or bad. Defensive walls. Oh, God. Let me try these on this side now, shall I? Of course. So one thing's for sure, we need to make these structures tall and messy. So, we're going to have a little bridge right here. Okay, so it's pretty hard to see, but I'm trying to create something that looks like it's so hard to see. It's actually almost impossible to see. Like back here, you can see it. It's just it's this cheap menu shadow. It's so bad. So I'm gonna make this first one a little bit smaller. If I can connect it onto here, actually yes. Oh God, the angle on that. It's yeah, these custom roofs are a bit odd. I feel like I should make it out of a few smaller roofs. For the lols, let's try this. Let's raise that up to about there. And then, let's build one here. So they're kind of like overlapping each other. I'm saving the balcony until... actually, no, I should include the balcony. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Building a roof in a roof to make it look a little bit more... Oh, yes. It's not that much different to what it would have been, but we are definitely getting there. So I know I'm skipping a tad here, but I want to get some of the major structures in first. So right here I want to have a tower. I'm not really sure how tall, but it's going to be a bit taller than the other ones. Probably the most stupidest thing I said, because that's quite obvious. Like, the thing is, like, I need to have balconies and things that just create extra space. But balconies are really difficult to do unless they're like this. You see here, so unfortunately I can't do the out overhanging ones. I can, but they're just so difficult to do. Right, so I'm just gonna have to keep creating these little weird indents like this. This is a really weird one. Like that. So if I just go over here, you can see it's just looking like a tower. Not the best, I know. I'm not the best builder. You should know that by now. I'm usually alright when I put a lot of time into like one detail, but with this build this scale, it's only me. It's I think I'm gonna let myself off a little bit there. And then finishing touches. Not bad. I mean, it's alright. It'll do the job. So I think I'm getting better at... Okay, what is that? That's not right. I think I'm getting better at building these roofs to make them look a little bit more quirky. It's just... You've got to just not think about it and just do it. There we go. Looking pretty decent, actually. Not too happy with that, how that looks. Let me put a floor on that. See if that helps. I mean, a little. Yeah, it looks alright. Now, unfortunately, guys, I do have to round this episode up here. I'm going to make this a two-part episode, because this is just a massive build. Today was mainly doing the fiddly stuff. You know, we've got to set down the foundation, get the structure right. But I think this is looking to be one of my best builds. But hopefully you guys understand that I do have to just kind of do a really rough build, but this series is to give you guys ideas, you know, let you branch out and build your own stuff creatively. So if you did enjoy the first episode of this creative build, then please be sure to press the like button. Make sure to tune in for episode 2, should be coming out very shortly. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next episode.